Lynn here from Homestead Oz, and I'm finally getting around to showing you guys how I can, and a few more videos in the canning series that I did start, but I got too sick, so now I'm back again, and hopefully you'll get a few tips here. There are some fantastic channels out there that do fantastic canning, we know that, so I recommend watching Sutton's Days. Ghost Prepper just put one out today, live, with some girls up there who they're all doing it together, and he's thinking of doing more of that in the future. It was really great to watch, and there were so many in the chat that were learning things, asking questions. So I recommend definitely go and see those two channels for starters, and as I said, there's heaps out there, heaps of great info out there on YouTube about it. I'm going to keep mine because there is so many canning videos out there. I will be showing you some canning, doing some meat in the pressure canner, that'll be coming up. But first off, I want to just give a little bit of confidence, because a lot of people are actually saying that they're nervous about pressure canning, even water canning, and you know, we're talking about food here, what we ingest and botulism and all the rest of it. I just want to keep everyone calm and on track that Wayne and I have been doing this, our grandparents have been doing this for years, and you just have to realise that none of us have died yet if you do it in the correct manner. That's the whole thing. And there is facts out there, actually, I might try and find it, that actually says that canned goods from the supermarket, more people have died from canned goods from the supermarket than what they have home canning. I'll try and find that info for you. Anyway, getting back to topic. Here I have some capsicums, as we call them, peppers as a lot of the world calls them, from our garden. I have actually water bathed these because I use these for pizzas and for stir fries and you know, lots of stuffed sandwiches, things like that. What's so good about these is they don't take long to do, so they haven't got any oil in them, but they do have a little bit of citric acid and a little bit of vinegar in them. That's to get the acidity level right, and it's also just to keep the colour, and it's also to just preserve it longer as well. So they're the capsicums. I'm going to try and show you up close here, if you can see. They're the peppers, so they're not chili peppers. I'll be doing them soon too, but yeah, so this is just a few that I did. A good hint, guys, is to, if you haven't got time to do canning, you can always freeze your fruits and vegetables and then pull them out at a later date and then get them canned, you know, 2 months down the track or whatever. These were still in the garden, they're fine. But I've done tomatoes, apples, lots of other things that I just didn't have time to do a whole week's worth of canning that I've put in our freezers. If not, if you can't can everything at once, you've got dehydrating. I dry a lot of food on our veranda because we have good sunshine here. Sometimes I dry it all the way through, sometimes with the apples I do. With tomatoes, I dry them halfway through, then I put them in our dehydrators that we've got. And I'll be showing you some good tips how the Italians do it on dehydrating your tomatoes too, which is not many people know. It's, people wonder, how can you know, botulism and all the rest, you can put it in olive oil. Well, I'll be showing you a few tricks on how to keep for years your dried tomatoes without just being dry in a can. They can be nice and moist like the ones you get from a supermarket. Back to the capsicums. You can see when I did the close-up, I've just sliced them up, gave them a really good wash, packed them in here. I'll have my recipe at the end of what I did of this video. So you're looking at there, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of citric acid. I don't put salt in these, I add salt later. Sometimes salt can actually taint your vegetables, and yeah, I'm not really keen on adding a lot of salt in my preserving, because it can make things go grainy a little bit more too, and just gets a little slight taste on it. Even though I use top grade salt, which I get very cheaply, it's just naturally farmed here in Australia, if you call it farming. So capsicums can be done. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to do capsicums, little peppers, because they go a little bit mushy. These are just like you get in the supermarket, in the jars, exactly the same. And they go mushy anyway on your pizzas. They go mushy anyway in your stir fry if you like, you know, a stewy stir fry, that type. But there's so many ways you can use canned capsicum or peppers. And another thing is a hint to keep your colour. As I said, a little bit of citric acid does that. A little bit of lemon juice keeps the colour, which is good. But make sure that when you pick your fruit or your vegetables that you've got them just at that prime colour time too, just right on dark red or whatever it might be, because it seems naturally if they've been well ripened in the garden, they'll keep their colour a lot more longer in the jars as well. So guys, that's just quickly the capsicums that I've done. At the end, as I said, you will see the little recipe that how I did these. I'll emphasize again, showing a lot of, okay, this is how we turn on the canner, this is how we get the steam going for how long. I will be doing a video just on that, on how you do pressure canning and water canning, just to show you the times and all the rest, but it's going to be very minimal time. More to the point, I want to give you hints and tips on how you can get around a lot of the long-winded journey in canning, which I think is very important. I like to do things fast and easy, but correctly, and that's what I want to be showing you. So have a great day, guys, and we will see you soon.